Chris, I said the other day that maybe the most exciting thing about this Rangers season is going to be the opening of the new stadium. Am I wrong about that?
I think so. I would like to think so, just because of the things that we're accomplishing in the offseason, heading into spring training. You know, the belief that's coming in that clubhouse that we're starting to see, that started last year, and it started honestly before I was there. It's a great thing to have a new ballpark. There's no question we're going to love every minute of being in that ballpark, but that team that's on that field, I think is going to be a bigger seller than the actual ballpark itself.
When you talk about these players that you hope and expect to be good, you've got more questions about your better players right now than you have answers, though, don't you?
A little bit, but I think that they're answering some of those, and some of these things maybe won't show up right away on the field. Some of them have already shown up on the field. Absolutely, I think every player has questions, including a guy like Corey Kluber. He admits that.
Is Corey Kluber your starting pitcher on opening day?
I don't know yet. I got 3 to choose from. To be honest with you, it's not an easy decision. I think you can argue that all 3 of them have made a case to be that guy.
One of the other players who went through a horrible 2019, but for what it means, is off to a good start now, is Roogie Odor. Has he solved the problems that he was dealing with last year?
He has solved some of them. I'm really proud of the work, the dedication he's put in, physically this offseason, the work that he did last year mentally. We challenged him pretty heavy last year, and he knows he's got to be better. He knows he's got to perform better, more consistent. We don't want to see one good month of Roogie. I don't think anybody wants to see that. We want to see 6. And we know that you're going to have different weeks where you're not as good. But I think he's understanding now of some truth, whereas maybe in the past he was just kind of, I'm going to go out and see ball, hit ball. Now he understands things on a much deeper level, and you hear him talk. I trust that work is going to show up on the field, but it's got to get done.
Another player that you'd like to see and need to see 6 months of is Joey Gallo. We've talked about this a little bit before, but if he hits, say, 45 home runs this year, how many of those home runs actually impact the outcome of a game?
Hopefully a lot of them. I understand the question. The one thing we worked really hard, and he's worked really hard on, is to control his at-bats in big situations and against elite pitching. He's one of the most talented human beings on the planet, so we want to see him be able to go up against the best and be the best on our team, and he's taken that challenge head on.
I want to ask you another question off the field. Why does Major League Baseball have such a long history and a culture of cheating in Major League Baseball?
It's a good question. I think everybody's trying to the competitive nature of sports in general. I just think the game itself is so pure that it gets exposed sometimes.
Well, but the game itself is pure, but the corked bats aren't pure. Yeah. The steroids aren't pure. The spitter's not pure.
Yeah, no,
and then of course
it's ever since I was a kid. I've heard throwing out the.
But you don't really see that as much in other sports as you do in Major League Baseball, do you?
Maybe not. Maybe not. It's just like I said, the competitive nature of the sport. Everybody's trying to get to that line without kind of going over, and sometimes it's okay. We're going to go over that line and challenge the integrity of the game, and it's one of those things that people are always trying to find an edge. It's like you said, it's been in baseball for some reason since the beginning, and what's going to be the next thing, I guess.
And the game always survives.
It does, and that's what I'm saying.
Because it's a hit right now, you would agree, though, right?
Yeah,
a negative hit with the Astros.
It is.
But it'll survive.
It'll survive. It always has, and like I said, you can't really push the game down. It is about the game itself will always be bigger than the players, and that's what it comes down to at the end.
When the Cowboys start playing games in September, will we still be talking about the Rangers being relevant?
We better be. That's the goal. I mean, we have no other goal than to contend and win a World Series. So I believe in them. Our guys believe in it. We got a lot of work to do. We got a lot of things that we have to prove to ourselves, from a personal level and then as a team. But absolutely, 100%.